Hello, seekers of lost stories and forgotten worlds. Settle in, as today we journey to a place whispered only in the dying embers of legend, a kingdom known as Ethelberg, the citadel of the Crimson Dusk. What you see before you isn't just a ruin, it's the final, silent verse of an epic poem written in stone and sorrow. Look closely at this vast panorama. The sky isn't just red, it bleeds with the memory of a cataclysm so profound it permanently stained the heavens. The elders say this crimson tapestry is not the setting sun, but the eternal reflection of the Great Fire. An event that didn't just burn a city, but scorched the very fabric of time. The air here is thick, heavy with dust, and the ghosts of unspoken words. You can almost feel the weight of centuries pressing down. A silent testament to a grandeur that once defied the sky itself. These weren't just buildings, they were ambitions carved from mountain hearts. See the skeletal remains of the grand spire. It once pierced the clouds, its pinnacle a beacon of polished silver that sailors would use to navigate from 100 leagues away. Now, it stands as a broken fang, a monument to the idea that even the mightiest can fall. The architecture tells a story of a people who were both artists and engineers. Notice the sweeping arches, the impossible buttresses, the intricate carvings that still cling to the weathered stone. They built not for a generation, but for eternity, never imagining that eternity would be so short. And the banners? Oh, the banners, tattered and faded. They still cling to their masts, dancing a mournful waltz with the wind. Each rip and tear is a wound, a memory of a battle fought and lost. The sigil, barely visible now, was a silver wyvern on a field of azure. The Wyvern Guard of Ethelberg were legendary, knights whose loyalty was as unyielding as the granite of their fortress. They were the city's shield, its sword, its very soul. In their final moments, did they look up at this same red sky, their hearts filled with defiance or despair? The wind whispers their stories, but it keeps their secrets. As dusk deepens its hold on the ruins, something magical happens. Look down at the ground. Those aren't embers, nor are they fallen stars. They are lumina. The soul fireflies of legend says they are the lingering spirits of the city's children, their innocent souls tethered to their lost home, glowing with a soft, ethereal blue. They flit and dance through the broken cobblestone streets, their gentle light a stark contrast to the angry sky above. They are the city's heartbeat, faint but persistent, a flicker of hope in a world of decay. Their light doesn't illuminate, it reveals. It reveals the forgotten paths, the hidden courtyards, the doorsteps where families once gathered. They are a living memory, a quiet promise that not everything is lost to the darkness. Let's imagine walking these streets in their prime. The air wouldn't be silent. It would ring with the clang of the blacksmith's hammer from the forgeman's alley, the cheerful shouts of merchants in the grand bazaar, selling silks from the east and spices from the south. The scent of fresh-baked bread would mix with the fragrance of the queen's hanging gardens, which were said to cascade down the palace walls like a waterfall of blossoms. Children's laughter would echo through the plazas, chasing pigeons, and the little lumina that even then were considered a blessing. It was a city alive, a symphony of humanity. Now, the only sound is the sighing of the wind, a lonely conductor for an orchestra that has long since departed. What happened here? What power could possibly unmake a civilization so advanced, so proud? The chronicles are fragmented, lost to fire and time. Some scrolls speak of a celestial alignment, a crimson tear that fell from the heavens and unleashed a wave of raw, untamavli magic. Others whisper of hubris, that the king and his mages delved too deep into arcane arts they did not understand, tearing a rift between worlds and inviting in a power that consumed them. A more tragic tale suggests a civil war, a conflict between two royal siblings that tore the kingdom apart from the inside, their hatred so potent it poisoned the very land and sky. The truth is likely a tapestry woven from all these threads, a perfect storm of ambition, magic, and tragedy. Let's drift towards the heart of the ruins, towards the royal palace. Even in its shattered state, its majesty is undeniable. Colossal pillars, like the bones of fallen gods, lie half buried in rubble. This was the seat of power, where King Theron the Wise ruled with a just hand, advised by his council of mages and scholars. Here, in the Hall of Echoes, decisions were made that shaped the fate of the known world. Now, the only echoes are those of the wind, and the only council is the gathering of shadows. The throne, a massive seat carved from a single piece of obsidian, is surprisingly intact, though covered in vines. It's a somber reminder that power is fleeting, and even the strongest thrones can be reclaimed by nature. As we explored, we noticed the smaller details. A child's toy, a small wooden horse, lies half-buried near a collapsed doorway. A petrified book, its pages fused together, sits on a stone ledge in what was once the Great Library, which held the collective knowledge of 1,000 years. Each artifact is a story, a heartbreaking glimpse into a life abruptly ended. These weren't just a people. They were individuals. They loved. They dreamed. They feared. And in the end, they were all caught in the same crimson tide. The blue fireflies, the lumina, seem to gather more densely here, near these personal relics. It's as if they are drawn to the residual emotion, the echoes of life that still cling to these objects. They pulse with a soft, melancholic light, as if trying to tell us the stories of their owners. This little wooden horse belonged to a boy named Elaria. The book was being read by a young scholar named Elaria, who believed that knowledge could solve any problem. The Lumina are the city's librarians, its historians, its grieving families. The contrast is what's so captivating about it. The violent, angry red of the sky speaks of a sudden, brutal end. But the gentle, serene blue of the Lumina speaks of peace, of acceptance, of a quiet and enduring spirit. It's a place of immense sadness, yet also of breathtaking beauty. It's a paradox, a wound on the landscape that somehow glows with a sacred light. It teaches us that even in the face of total annihilation, some essence of life, of soul, can remain. As our time in this spectral kingdom comes to an end, let's take one last look. The torn banners wave a final, silent goodbye. The broken towers stand as solemn sentinels against the bloody sky, and the fireflies, the tiny blue souls of Ethelberg, continue their eternal, silent vigil, guarding the memories of their lost home. Ethelberg is more than a ruin. It is a lesson in humility, a reminder of the fragility of even the greatest civilizations, and a testament to the resilient beauty of the spirit. It asks us a question we must all answer. What will we leave behind? Will it be ruins of stone and echoes of anger, or will it be a gentle light that continues to glow long after we are gone? Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Crimson Dusk. The world is full of such forgotten places, each with a story waiting to be told. If you enjoyed this exploration and want to uncover more lost legends with me, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support allows us to continue bringing these lost worlds back to life. Until next time, keep seeking the stories hidden in the shadows.